All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into Motel Hell. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as we did.
So good.
What'd you say? It takes lots of critters.
It takes lots of critters to make Vincent fritters.
So this is a really cool movie, man. I mean, it's kind of a
It's satire.
It's satire.
And it's amazing.
It's funny, and it's like a takeoff of Psycho. It's a takeoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre too. I thought the movie was really funny because like he was making sausages out of people.
Yeah.
Like the pig farmer in Canada who just recently got caught, or not too long ago.
Really?
Oh, you know about that guy?
I missed that completely.
He was a serial killer.
Oh shit.
Disgusting.
Ooh.
So there's a good chance a lot of people in Canada were eating humans.
Okay.
Guarantee it, because he's a pig farmer and he was giving the renderings, the pig that what was left over.
Oh, okay.
And then they were making those into sausages or wherever else. Or
I personally have no problem with that. The only thing is it can lead to mad cow disease. So
that's a plot
watch yourself.
Snatch.
Yeah, seriously.
I'll feed you to fucking pigs, Vincent. That's my best accent.
Very good. Very nice.
Yeah, I do my best. So yeah, man. What was your You said that you didn't like you were bugged by what's her name?
Oh. I had a sister, the large sister.
Large Marge.
Large Marge. She was good, perfect for the movie actually, because she's kind of like psycho, sort of backwoods-ish people. And she was perfect for the movie, but oh my god, once I first started watching it, I was like, that chick's fucking annoying. But I don't know. She got what she deserved, so I'm good with that.
I was really happy that we got to see the main girl's breasts, by the way.
Boobs! Always boobs.
She was pretty sexy. So,
agreed.
I was really happy about that. Yeah. So, what was her name? Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, beautiful breasts. In addition to that, you can't stop the crazy scene of the battle of the chainsaws at the end,
right?
The pig head. I mean, that was amazing as well.
It's not a good day unless you have a pig head on your head.
Now, Paul Linke, the guy who plays the sheriff in the movie, was famous for being in Chips at the time. But the old TV show Chips with Eric Estrada and all them. And apparently he had to lose a lot of weight for this role, and he almost lost his role on Chips because the character he played on Chips was a pudgy cop dude, kind of the goofy, pudgy, bumbling cop. And then he had to lose weight for this show, so it was he almost lost his job to star in this movie. But anyways,
good job, sir.
Yeah, good job. I'm probably sure you put the weight on back right. So yeah, man, Motel Hell, never seen before here on AndroidVision. It's a first for us. Our second love movie for the evening. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. But up next, Mail with Vanessa.
Yay! It's mail time!
Mail time!
And this is a question for me, so thank you for that.
Oh.
It says it's a wonderful thing, not thing, but thing, for Android to have a new co-host who's a genuine horror fan. Yes, I am. And the films y'all been showing is terrific. Vanessa, what's the most disturbing video you've ever seen? Movie I've ever seen? Thanks to Montgomery.
Disturbing?
Thanks for giving me an excuse to use my accent.
Disturbing.
Disturbing horror movie. As we brought up in our last episode, I thought Event Horizon was pretty fucked up when I first saw that. I was a teenager, and also just wow, that was not cool. There's actually a couple of fucked up movies. The Flower of Flesh and something.
Blood.
Flesh and Blood. That one, pretty fucked up, but it's Asian, so I'm kind of used to that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of more of a drama, but kind of has pretty fucked up, really fucked up, the ending especially. It's called Megan is Missing. Have you ever heard of that? God damn. That movie I don't ever want to see again.
Interesting.
It was, just fuck. That's one movie I'm just okay, so I don't ever want to see it again.
Interesting.
Yeah, so try to avoid that unless you're morbidly curious, then...
Now I'm morbidly curious.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Oh, wow.
Very fucked up.
I don't know, I'm gonna have to go by the last two movies that I felt that disturbed me, which both kind of have the weird same connotation. One was Naked Massacre, which was a English horror film that was based on a true story about a Vietnam vet who loses it and goes into a nurse's house, because at that time some nurses lived together, and he rapes them and forces them to do sexual things to each other and kind of tortures them.
Wow.
Which it was like really fucked up. We watched that one for the Cemetery Gates podcast. And then another one that I was thinking we were going to watch tonight, but I felt it was a pretty dark, maybe a little bit too dark for AndroidVision, which is Buio Omega, which is another Italian horror film about a taxidermist, and his wife dies, and so he's obsessed with putting her body back together.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And he's a serial killer, and there's just some really relentless like scenes in it where he's like pulling, this chick's still alive, and he's like pulling her fucking fingernails out and stuff, and they show it, and then it obviously in typical Italian fashion, he lives with his aunt, and she comforts him by letting him feed on her boobies. Yeah,
or boobies.
Really fucking weird. It was just a very uncomfortable. I'm like that. That's what somebody I was interviewed for an online magazine, and they'd asked me which hasn't been published yet, so I can't even give the name out. But they asked me like, what's my line, and my line is, I would say like sexual sadism movies, like rape and stuff like that, like really fuck with me, like that shit, like.
It'd be kind of messed up if they didn't, actually, so.
Yeah, but I mean, some people can watch that, I mean, and that's cool, but like, those movies just make me uncomfortable, and I just don't feel good watching them, like.
Yeah, they're not fun. Like, you watch a horror movie, you're like, yeah! Those ones you're just like, alright, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah. Alright, cool, next question.
What is the best horror western film? From Gray. Thank you, Gray.
Oh man. There's a lot of Western horror films. Off the top of my head, Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And my online friend, Guy, he was the father ghost in We Are Still Here, actually.
Oh, cool.
Guy William Gain III. Hi, buddy. He was the, history person on Bone Tomahawk. He's the one that made sure they got everything right, so.
Yeah, there's some other... You mentioned some other one to me earlier. What did you say that?
Feast.
Yeah.
Not, a by-the-book Western, but the premise is very much a Western movie, and it's fucking hilarious, so.
There's an old Western horror film I remember on VHS, and was it Sundown? Man, I can't remember, but I remember the cover's like a goat, like a skeleton, but he's like standing there with like a holster. You guys probably out there in the chat will help me out with this, but there is a Western horror film, and I think it's called Sundown. But anyways, and there's a few of them. I mean, what? There's another one where a guy got shot through the mouth and he walks around with a thing, like just some 80s.
That sounds pretty cool.
It's Fargo.
No. Wasn't there I mean, man, I'm gonna have to explore this, man, because you really caught me off guard on that one. So definitely, but the only thing I could think of offhand is actually Ravenous.
Oh, I fucking love Ravenous. That's one of my favorite movies. Fuck yeah.
That's what it would. I mean, that's technically, it could be Western.
And that movie's absolutely hilarious.
Oh,
unless you don't have a dark sense of humor, then you're like, the fuck is this? But if you are like me and pretty kind of cuckoo, it's hilarious.
I love that movie.
And the music is amazing too.
Yeah, he's like,
it's just, oh my god.
Fucking Ravenous is.
He's so good. Yes.
It's a pretty goddamn good movie if you haven't seen it. If you guys
have to watch it.
Good cannibal movie.
Yes.
It's yeah.
You're gonna want some meat afterwards.
Well, me and my wife watched Ravenous way back in the day. I rented it, and I was like, let's watch some movies and eat Chinese food. And, we're watching Ravenous and we're eating broccoli beef, and she's just like, I'm not hungry anymore. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Aww.
So you're fucking weird. And I'm just like,
it's good.
Sorry.
They make the meat look good in the movie to me anyway.
I can watch horror movies and eat.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me either.
No, it doesn't bother me. So anyways, yeah, Ravenous would probably be
that's my favorite, yeah.
Cool, we got another question?
We do. Uno más. We have AndroidVirus.
Oh, hi.
Now that you have reflected on Alucarda, do you still consider it the most sacrilegious horror film? And what's your second? From Fleshy.
Oh, Fleshy. Oh,
thanks, buddy.
Man. Damn. Let me reflect back on that. That night that we watched Alucarda in the chat, there was quite a few people that were just like, fuck. I had never seen it before. And I believe Cajun, what's up, Cajun, in the room, Cajun actually went and bought Alucarda and actually had I bought an Alucarda shirt and I'm not wearing it tonight. I should be wearing it, but
upside down crosses.
Bad AndroidVirus. But Cajun bought a custom-made Alucarda shirt, so I can't wait to see that.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, so please show that to me.
Send us pictures, Mr.
Cajun from the UK, by the way. Yeah, amazing guy. Thanks, man. Yeah, Alucarda, pretty goddamn good.
Very.
Sacrilegious. Second Sacrilegious.
Second, that's a hard one.
I'm just gonna have to go to the one that I found pretty shocking. I'll just go into Lords of Salem, which fuck you, man. Rob Zombie's a hack. But anyways, come on. You got the guys dressed up as bishops at the end, all sitting in these freaking Catholic chairs, and they have they have fucking strap-on dildos, and they're just sitting there just jacking their fucking strap-on dildos.
Yeah, that last scene is
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, even for our mail guy who attends, our cameraman who attends a local church down here every Sunday is like, I'm not even watching that.
And the witches too, pretty fucking sacrilegious as well. Like they're little,
Yeah, the witches and Lords of Salem.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about that Angelica Houston.
Oh no, Roald Dahl is not satanic as far as I know. So
that's what you think.
He might be. You know, Willy Wonka was kind of a dick.
Maybe if you call that number again, they would say that.
My child's been reading Willy Wonka. Satan.
Yeah. I would have to say, I mean, the movie that I saw before that I felt that was pretty sacrilegious was definitely The Lords of Salem. But yeah.
Exorcist is pretty up there too.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad. I love that movie, but
crucifix to the crotch is kind of hard to do.
Jesus, fuck you.
I don't know, like, The Exorcist, like, to me is like, I find it like let's say a Christian or Catholic horror movie, just as much as I would say The Passion of the Christ is a Catholic horror movie.
Right.
Because I do feel that, like, if you believe in the Holy Spirit or the Holy Ghost or whatever the case may be, that it's a battle of good and evil where good, eventually triumphs, in the movie in The Exorcist. So it is a cautionary tale, and it's not for the faint of heart. And it definitely tests, your faith or wherever your faith may be.
Your limits.
Yeah, your limit. It is a horror film and it is sacrilegious, but it's not. To me, it's not as sacrilegious as Alucarda because, like, Alucarda, they make the church look like as kind of fucked up as they are in a weird way. Like, they really do, because it's like, okay, these chicks are possessed by the devil and, a demon, whatever, and they're being very sacrilegious themselves, but they're also showing the faults of the church.
Yeah, and the nuns and
the nuns, and, like, they're flogging themselves too. And as they're trying to do exorcisms, they're, like, torturing one of the chicks, and it's just like,
just a family movie all around.
Yeah, it's a deep one. So, anyways, guys, that's that. So, thank you so much for the questions. And we will see you in March. Springtime.
Yay.
Yeah.
Springtime.
We're gonna have to.
And Germany.
I'm at a loss. But anyways, so
up on your Mel Brooks.
Exactly.
Sorry.
We'll catch you up.
Please, yeah. I need to just stop watching horror and maybe watch some more. I don't know, comedy.
Mel Brooks. Always good.
Yes. Yes, I need to.
Roll Lindsay, hey.
So, all right, guys. So, and we're probably, I think maybe might switch it up for our next month. We might show some
Blood Rage.
Blood Rage?
No.
Oh.
Because we didn't do that one yet, Neil.
We should.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we did.
I know. I'm being an asshole.
We should do maybe like some like really sleazy action. You down for that?
Yeah, of course.
Like really cheesy.
What's
sleazy.
that movie that you like where they're riding bikes and stuff?
Riding bikes.
A Friend?
Oh.
What is the name of that movie?
Oh,
You're talking about Miami Connection.
That's it, yes.
A Friend. If we can find it, we will watch it.
Yes, okay.
Absolutely. We had some water damage in our cellar here, so some movies got ruined. So we can...
The seller of this RV.
No, you motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about. Not the RV, the snack bar.
Sure.
Bad things happen in the snack bar.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
And that's why you say bad things happen there. That's why I busted you out there eating the fucking nachos that are like 15 years old from when this drive-in movie theater was open. Right? He peels back the little... Dude, it expired in 1999. Still good. And he's eating it with the chips.
People eat moldy cheese all the time. I'm just being like the French.
We're looking at you, France.
Yes, I do like moldy cheese. I like my cheese smelling like socks.
All right.
With that being said, guys, we'll see you next month. Thank you so much for tuning to Android Vision. Please don't forget to subscribe at The Intestinal Fortitude on our YouTube channel. And in addition to that, you can find us at Android Vision 2 at the Twitter. And like us on our Facebook page, Android Vision. And follow this homegirl at Living Dead Nessa.
Yes, on Instagram.
On Instagram? Yeah, that's pretty much all you do, right?
I don't do the Tweety and the Snappy and all that stuff. I'm old.
I don't do the Snappy either. Like, I was, getting the Snapchat, man. I'm like...
I was at the goth club a couple weeks ago, and there was a chick who had her 23rd birthday, drunk as a skunk. She's like, oh, let me add you on Snapchat. I was like, sorry.
But I can give you my fax machine number.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, happy Valentines. I hope you had a good one. You look great in red.
Thank you, sir.
I love you, my sister.
Love you too.
And we will see you guys next month. Thank you so much for tuning to Android Vision. Good night.